Driven out deep to left field with the bases loaded. That one's going to go back. It's out of here. A grand slam home run for David Newsom. And the Nighthawks blow it open here in the 5th inning. This hits he'll make as a Nighthawk this year. A grand slam home run for Newsom. What a play. Connected by Minjarez. The Nighthawks are going to go back-to-back. Minjarez a solo jack. And the Nighthawks make it 8. It's a beautiful day for baseball deep in the heart of Arkansas, live from Hot Springs World-Class High School in beautiful Hot Springs. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. Good afternoon, Nighthawk Nation. I'm Mark Oliver. After dropping the first 4 games of the season on the road, the Nighthawks have been on a tear as of late, winning 8 straight and remaining undefeated at home, heading into today's matchup against Southeastern Community College. The undefeated Blackhawks hail from West Burlington, Iowa, and will face the Nighthawks in a 4-game series this weekend, beginning with today's game. National Park College enters today's game as one of the hottest hitting teams in the country. With a team batting average of .301 and a slugging percentage of .599, the Nighthawks have scored 89 runs, including 22 round trippers, which ranks 3rd in the nation. On the hill for NPC today will be Matthew Herron. The former Mountain Pine Red Devil is 1-1 this season, 10 strikeouts and a .519 ERA. He'll fight to keep the winning streak alive against Duncan McLaughlin of the Blackhawks. It's the Nighthawks and the Blackhawks. First pitch is coming your way next on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Back here at Hot Springs World-Class High School on a kind of a soggy Friday morning here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'm Mark Oliver. National Park College doing very well at home this season. They're going to look to keep that streak alive behind Matthew Herron on the mound for NPC today. As we get ready to start today's ball game, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the live stream here on XZero Sports, your official home of Nighthawk athletics. Whether you're a Nighthawk fan, a Blackhawk fan, or just a baseball fan in general, let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to give you a shout out on today's broadcast. For the Blackhawks, leading off here in the top of the first inning will be the right fielder Kyle Lehman. He'll be followed by center fielder Lincoln Riley and shortstop Carlos Medina. Lehman steps in left-hand side. We're ready to start today's contest. Jared Harris behind the plate for NPC. Gives Heron the sign he wants, and here's the first pitch. That one's going to be taken for ball one. Heron winds and delivers. That one's going to be fouled back to the screen, evens the count at 1-1. One and one the count on Kyle Lehman. Pitch is on its way. That one grounded over to Jamison. Over at third, turns, makes the play. Jesus Minjarez, one away here in the first inning. That'll bring up the second hitter for the Blackhawks today. That's Lincoln Riley. The sophomore from Marion, Iowa, will step in with one away here in the top of the first. Riley enters today's game batting .500 on the season, has 5 hits and a home run. 2 stolen bases on the base paths as well. First pitch from Heron goes for ball one. Here's the 1-0 from Heron. A little bit low. And the count is 2-0. The windup and the pitch. Just off the mark. It's a 3-0 count on Lincoln Riley. The 3-0. Called strike one. Heron looking to battle back here with one away. Middle infield playing deep. Here comes the 3-1. That one connected out to deep left field, and that one's going to sail right over the fence for a solo home run for Lincoln Riley. So it's the Blackhawks who will strike first in this one. Lincoln Riley will touch them all. So with one away, here comes the shortstop, Carlos Medina. Medina batting .417 coming into today's game. 5 hits on the season, 3 doubles, couple RBI. Medina, the sophomore from St. Cloud, Florida, pops that one high. And that one is going to sail out of the park. Back-to-back jacks for the Blackhawks here early. So Riley goes deep, Medina right behind him. And quickly, it's 2-0. The undefeated Blackhawks out to a hot start so far. That'll bring up the 4th batter today for Southeastern. That's first baseman Austin Simpson. Simpson, the sophomore from Fairfield, Iowa. Here's the windup and delivery by Heron. Strike one. One and one the count on Simpson. The 1-1 swung through for strike two. The 1-2 down to the dirt. Looks like it hit him. So Simpson's headed down to first. That'll bring up the second baseman for the Blackhawks, Oscar Sanabria. Sanabria wears number 25 for Southeastern. The sophomore from Venezuela steps in. Pitch sails high, and headed over to second will be Simpson. He'll slide safely into scoring position. Wild pitch by Heron there. With one away, one on, and a 1-0 count on Sanabria. Heron looking for the sign from catcher Jared Harris. Keeps an eye on the runner. Simpson at second. There's the pitch. That one foul out of play. Want to say hello to Patricia Sweatman watching on the broadcast today from Florida, part of the Brett Sweatman fan club. She can't wait to see number 16 in action today. Thanks for joining us. Here's the 1-1. It's a little bit high. Sanabria ahead on the count, 2-1. Runner on second is Simpson. One away. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back. Count even at 2-2. Heron takes his time, looking for the sign from catcher Jared Harris. The 2-2 on its way. That one connected foul. And Sanabria fights to stay alive at the plate. Heron toes the rubber here, facing off against Sanabria. 2-2 is the count, one away. Keeping an eye on the runner, Simpson. Here's the 2-2 high. The count is full. So it's a full count on Oscar Sanabria. Heron takes a deep breath, checks the runner. He's going to step off to keep Simpson honest over at second. The full count delivery. Swung through, strike three. That'll be the second out of the inning as Heron sets down Santa Bria. A great win to a tough battle. And that brings up the left fielder, number 15, Nick Banowetz for Southeastern. Banowetz is a freshman catcher from Robbins, Iowa. Stepping in with 2 away and 1 on. Here's the pitch. Just missing the mark for ball 1. Heron checks Simpson. Here's the 1-0 off the mark. 2-0, trying to get him chasing. Two 2-0 the count on Banowetz. There's the pitch. It's 3-0. The 3-0. Off the mark. And there's a walk on 4 straight pitches on Nick Banowetz. 2 on with 2 out for Southeastern. That'll bring up the designated hitter, number 19, Arturo Disla. Disla, the sophomore from La Vega, Dominican Republic. Coach Thompson out there on a meeting on the mound trying to calm down Matthew Heron here in the top of the first. It's been a good start to the Blackhawks day so far. A couple of home runs. Simpson got on a hit by pitch. Banowetz walked. Those are the 2 young men on the base paths here. Heron forced a ground out and racked up a strikeout for these 2 outs. So we'll resume play here. 2 out in the top of the first, 2 men on. Simpson on second, Banowetz on first. At the plate, Arturo Disla. Heron eyes the runner. First pitch on its way. Fouled back. Strike 1. Owen won the count on Disla. Here's the pitch by Heron. Grounder over to Hackney at second. Turns, fires to Minjarez at first. He'll scoop it up, and the side is retired. Blackhawks on the board first. Couple of round trippers. They lead 2-0. We're headed to the bottom of the first inning. Nighthawks come into the plate. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. Back here at Hot Springs World Class High School, I'm Mark Oliver. Bottom of the first inning. Nighthawks come into the plate facing a 2-run deficit. And they'll face off against Duncan McLaughlin, making his pitching debut this season for the Blackhawks of Southeastern Community College. Do it for the Nighthawks in the bottom of the first inning. The second baseman, number 7, Panama Mendez. Center fielder, number 4, Demias Jimerson. Third baseman, number 11, Tristan Jameson. So Mendez, Jimerson, and Jameson look to get it started for National Park College. Here in the first, the Nighthawks come in as the number 3 team in the nation in home runs. And they're hoping to get a few more out of the fence here today, headed towards Panama Street back in the background. National Park College, 89 runs scored this season, 301 batting average. Leading things off will be Panama Mendez. Mendez bats .273 coming into today's game as he faces off against McLaughlin. Mendez takes a deep breath. Number 7 steps in. We're ready to go. First pitch from McLaughlin. Taken high, ball 1. Down the way, you can hear the Nighthawks in the dugout. Getting amped up. Looking to start a comeback here. Second pitch taken for ball 2. So 2-0, the count quickly on the Nighthawk leadoff hitter, Panama Mendez. McLaughlin fires. That one's going to sail in for strike 1. The windup and the 2-1. Swung through by Panama, strike 2. Count is even. Mendez steps in with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, down in the dirt. It's a full count. If Mendez gets on, Jimerson's there ready to go on deck. Full count. The pitch. Taken for ball 4. So the Nighthawk leadoff hitter is on with a walk. And that brings up center fielder Demias Jimerson. The former Malvern Leopard steps in, batting .273 on the season. Loves to hit with power. 3 home runs, 15 runs scored. Even has 3 stolen bases on his record this season. With Mendez on first, here's McLaughlin to Jimerson. Strike 1. Throw back to first in time for Mendez to get back safely. Mendez has a small lead over at first. McLaughlin, the 0-1, down in the dirt, count is even. Jimerson gets the sign from Coach Thompson down the third base line. Throw back over to first. Mendez is safe. Here's the 1-1. Taken high inside, almost got Jimerson. He'll take it for ball 2. McLaughlin gets the sign from his catcher, Shane Campbell. Here's the 2-1, connected right up the middle. And the little throw over to second, not in time, he's safe. They bobbled the delivery. Mendez is safe, and Jimerson stands on first. Go-ahead run coming to the plate here. It's Tristan Jameson. What a season Jameson's had so far, batting .342. 13 hits, 15 runs, 4 home runs, 19 RBI. With 2 men on and no outs, Jameson looking to do some damage here. Mendez on second, Jimerson the runner on first. McLaughlin, pitch on the way. Jameson connects. That one gets out, it gets down in shallow right field, and Mendez will be held up at third with the bases loaded. So here comes C-Rod. Cole Rodriguez, the designated hitter for the Nighthawks, with no outs and the bases loaded. 12 hits, 10 runs scored, 5 home runs for Rodriguez. Got 3 stolen bases. He's batting .400. He's licking his lips at the opportunity. With the bases loaded, no outs, C-Rod steps in. Mendez at third, Jimerson at second, Jameson at first for Nighthawk Nation. Big opportunity here. McLaughlin fires. That one's fouled for strike one. Owen won the count on Rodriguez. Here's the delivery. Sails in, but just off the mark to even the count. Ready and waiting on deck, the first baseman, Jesus Minjarez. 1-1 on Rodriguez. Bases loaded, no outs. The pitch, high. Rodriguez content with making McLaughlin work. Looking for the right one here. The sign from Campbell, the 2-1, that one fouled back. Count even at 2-2 on C-Rod. Steps in, ready to go. The 2-2. Driven down the third base line. A slow roller stepping on the bag. The throw over to first, not in time. 1 run scores. And with it going out of play, 3 Nighthawk runs are going to score here. Two runs will score, excuse me. With Jimerson out at third, Mendez scores, as well as Jameson to tie the game. So Cole Rodriguez stands at second. After tying the game, now Jesus Minjarez will get a turn. And it looks like they're going to reset things here. So Tristan Jameson is headed back to third here. He's not able to score on the ground rule double. going from first over to third. So we'll adjust the score here. So it's 2-1. The ground rule double does plate Mendez. Jimerson was out at third for the first out. So Jameson's at third, Rodriguez is at second. Jesus Minjarez at the plate with one away. The pitch from McLaughlin, fouled back. So on the throw from third to first on the play, sailed out of play. Setting up the ground rule double. McLaughlin will take his time with Minjarez at the ready. That one. Minjarez with some fancy limbo moves there. Count 1-1 on Jesus. One and one to count on Minjarez. With one away, here's the pitch. Swung through for strike two. Jameson on third. Rodriguez on second. Count is 1-2 on Minjarez. The pitch, high. 2-2. The 2-2. Try to get him chasing. It's a full count. Tying run 90 feet away. The full count. Connected. That one popped up high. Blackhawks looking to make a play in the infield, and they do. Two away. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Brett Sweatman. Shout outs to the Sweatman fan club. They're watching today. Sweatman steps in with 2 out, 2 on. First pitch fouled back to the screen. McLaughlin waiting for the sign he likes from Campbell. We've got time. Called by Sweatman at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Down in the dirt, even in the count. Jameson threatening on a potential passed ball. 1-1 on Sweatman. Here's the pitch. That one fouled for strike two. Nighthawks looking to tie it up here. If Sweatman can get on, Jack Hackney's ready to go on deck. The 1-2 swung through for strike three. Down goes Sweatman. The inning is over, but not before the Nighthawks plate one. It's a 2-1 ball game. We head to the second inning. Blackhawks coming up next. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Top of the second inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. The Blackhawks of Southeastern Community College. Due up will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. It'll be Shane Campbell, the catcher, Juan Martin at third, and back to the top of the order with Kyle Lehman. The Blackhawks got the scoring started back in the first. Couple of home runs. Lincoln Riley, Carlos Mendina went back-to-back. Matthew Herron allowed 2 more base runners before shutting the door on the first. He's back out there on the mound, ready to go for the second inning. National Park was able to plate one in the bottom of the first inning. Cole Rodriguez knocking in Panama Mendez. Couple were left on, but the deficit cut in half. Still anybody's ball game here. I'd like to thank everybody for watching on the live stream today. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're excited to see. We're ready for baseball here in the second inning. Aaron gets a pep talk of encouragement, and now we'll see Shane Campbell. Campbell, the sophomore from Winnipeg, Manitoba in Canada. First pitch of the inning coming up for Matthew Herron. Down in the dirt, ball one. The windup, strike one. Hackney and Mendez playing at the edge of the grass here as Herron fires the 1-1. That one connected. Hackney picks it up. Throw over to first is in time. There's one away. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter. It's the third baseman, number 7, Juan Martin. Martin's a sophomore from Cordoba, Argentina. He'll step in to face Herron for the first time today. The windup and the delivery. Off the mark for ball one. Second pitch of the at-bat, strike one. Count is 1-1 on Martin. Heron fires a swinging strike 2. Here's the 1-2. Outside, evens the count. The 2-2 from Heron. Low in the dirt, count is full. Martin looking to be the first base runner for the Blackhawks here in the second inning. Full count. Ball 4. So Martin heads on down to first. It's the second walk issued by Matthew Heron today. And we're back at the top of the lineup. Kyle Lehman grounded out to third back in the first inning. The sophomore from Iowa will step in. Throw over to first is in time for Martin to get back safely. Here's the pitch high. Heron trying to check Martin over at first there. One out here in the top of the second inning. Heron fires. That one's called for a strike. One out, one on. Runner on first is Martin. Martin with the lead over at first. Heron delivers the 1-1 off the mark. It's going to get away from Harris as Martin scoots in over at second. Two and one to count on Lehman. Checks back in. Here's the pitch from Heron. That one grounded over to Mendez. Scooped up at second. Throw to first. Is in time. Lehman is out 4-3. There's two away here in the second. That does bat Martin over to third base. As Lincoln Riley will come to the plate. Riley had a solo home run to start the scoring back in the first inning. Heron would love to get some revenge here and close out the second. First pitch from Heron. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one fouled out of play. One and one on Lincoln Riley. Heron takes his time. Watching Martin on third. Here's the 1-1, showing bunt. It's going to get past Harris. Martin's going to retreat back to third. Two and one the count on Lincoln Riley. Riley checks back in at the ready. The 2-1 from Heron. Catches the corner for strike two. Count is even at 2-2. Heron looking to close out the second inning without any runs on the board here. He's one strike away. The 2-2, fouled down the third base line. Riley and Heron battling here with two away in the second. Runner on third is Martin. Here's the windup. That one sails off the mark. It's a full count. The third full count issued today by Matthew Heron as he looks to close out Lincoln Riley here. The full count delivery. Cold strike three. Matthew Heron shuts down the Blackhawks here in the second with a strikeout and an exclamation point. We're headed to the bottom. Nighthawks looking to battle back, trailing 2-1. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
2-1 Blackhawks as we go to the bottom of the second inning here in Hot Springs. Glad to have you with us. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. Leading off for the Nighthawks here in the second, it will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. That's Hackney, Price, and Harris. Jack Hackney stepping in, batting .281 on the season. 8 runs scored as a home run, 5 RBI. First pitch he sees for a ball. Second pitch coming right on in from McLaughlin. He evens the count at 1-1. McLaughlin working quickly here in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-1, low. Ball 2. Hackney barely having time to blink before the next one that's on its way. The 2-1. Hackney fouls it down the third baseline. Look at Coach Thompson making a play. Two and two, the count on Hackney. He'll ground that one over to third. The scoop, the throw over in time. One away here in the second. That'll bring up the left fielder for NPC, number 38, C.J. Price. Price batting .278, entering today's game. 5 hits, couple of runs, couple of RBIs on his name as he bunts that one foul. Here's the 0-1 on Price, fouled back. Count is 0-2. One away here in the bottom of the second inning, the 0-2 on Price. He'll swing through for strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for Duncan McLaughlin, and that brings up the catcher, Jared Harris. Harris batting .409 entering today's game. 9 hits, 10 runs scored, 7 RBI for the freshman. He'll step in against McLaughlin. First pitch, ball 1. The 1-0 bounces in the dirt for ball 2. Harris looking to be the first Nighthawk base runner here in the second, with the top of the lineup on its way next. Two 2-0 the count on Harris. Takes that pitch for strike 1. Two, 1. Another one getting past Campbell. It's 3-1. The 3-1. That one connected high and foul, out of play. So it'll be a full count on Jared Harris. That's the third issued today by Duncan McLaughlin. The 3-2, that one connected, driven out to right field, and that one will get down over in the right field corner. Harris headed for second. He'll be held up at second, and a stand-up double with 2 outs for Jared Harris puts the Nighthawks tying run in scoring position. Top of the lineup coming up here, it's Panama Mendez. He walked back in the first, ended up scoring the team's lone run in this one. Now at a chance for an RBI to tie the game. Harris on second. Mendez checks in with 2 away. Here's the first pitch, fouled back to the screen. Swinging strike by Mendez. Panama steps back in with 2 outs. The 0-1. It's strike 2. Mendez calls time at the plate as he looks to win the battle against Duncan McLaughlin. The 0-2 high for ball one. One and two the count on Mendez. Two away, runner on second is Harris. Here's the pitch. Ball two. Two. Down in the dirt, it's a full count. Demias Jimerson at the ready on deck as Mendez faces a full count. The 3-2 called strike three. Down go the Nighthawks in the second. They're going to strand one, and we head to the top of the third inning with the Nighthawks trailing 2-1. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Matthew Herron's back on the hill for the Nighthawks here as we start the third inning from Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. 2-1, the Southeastern Community College Blackhawks with the lead. A couple of home runs in the first inning made the difference so far here. While we get ready for the first pitch of the third inning, I want to share this photo with you that we saw earlier this week out at Nighthawks practice. There's Matthew Herron right there, catching a bird on his glove. Got a lot of love on social media there. Birds of a feather flock together, they say. You can tell that bird is a Nighthawk fan. And maybe a good omen for this series against fellow birds, the Blackhawks. Due up for the Blackhawks here in the third inning. It's going to be Carlos Mendina, Austin Simpson, and Oscar Sanabria. Mendina, the shortstop, had a solo homer back in the first. He was run number 2 for the Blackhawks. Throw down to second. We're ready for baseball here in the third inning. Mendina steps in against Matthew Herron. Here we go. First pitch for Matthew Herron. Strike one. Here's the 0-1 from Matthew Herron. Fouled that one back. Got a piece of it, but it's strike two. And quickly down in the count is Mendina. Herron gets the sign he wants from catcher Jared Harris. The 0-2 windup and delivery bounces in the dirt for ball one. And we'll reset here in the third. One and two the count on Mendina. Time called at the plate. Robert Myers is watching on the broadcast this afternoon. Glad to have you. He's cheering on the Blackhawks today. Mendina steps back in with the 1-2 count. No outs here in the third. Herron winds and delivers. That one bouncing off the plate. It's going to even the count at 2. Two and two the count on Mendina. Harris delivers the sign. Here comes Matthew Herron. The 2-2 bounces again a little short. The count goes full. Full count on Mendina. Herron looking for some revenge after that first inning home run. Let's see if he gets it here. The windup and the delivery, ball 4. The third walk issued today by the Nighthawk hurler. That'll bring up Austin Simpson. Simpson was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. He'll step in with no outs here in the third. Runner on first is Mendina. Mendina with a small lead over at first. First pitch from Herron off the mark. Ball 1. One and 0 the count. The throw over to first as Mendina is forced back. One and 0 the count on Simpson. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Throwing back over to first, a little lob toss there, keeping Mendina at bay. Here's the 1-1 from Herron. Strike two. One and two the count on Austin Simpson here in the third. No outs. Runner on first is Mendina. Here's Heron's delivery. Swung through. Strike three. Got him. That's the third strikeout of today's game for Nighthawk pitcher Matthew Heron. So that brings up Oscar Sanabria. He struck out back in the first inning. He'll step in with one on and one away. First pitch to Sanabria, fouled back to the screen, strike one. Sanabria brought Heron to a full count back in the first inning before striking out. Heron gets the sign he wants from Harris. Peeks over at Mendina at first. Here's the 1-0. Strike one. Or excuse me, it should be strike two. It's 0-2. Count 0-2 on Sanabria. With one away, the 0-2 swung through, strike three. Got him again. Back-to-back strikeouts for Heron. Two away for Nick Banowetz. Banowetz walked back in the first inning. Heron looking to retire three straight. 4 strikeouts on the day for Heron. Banowetz at the ready. First pitch, check swing, strike one. Peeking over at Mendina at first base. Count is 0-1 on Banowetz. Here's the 0-1. Sails past Harris. He's going to pick it up to throw over to second. And it is in time. Mendina is thrown out at second. And that ends the third inning here in Hot Springs. What a play by Harris. Go to the bottom of the third inning. Nighthawks coming to bat, trailing 2-1, excuse me. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Bottom of the third inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. Duncan McLaughlin back on the mound for the Blackhawks as the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Nighthawk Nation are due up here in the third. It's Demias Jimerson, Tristan Jamison, and Cole Rodriguez. Jimerson steps in, reached base back in the first inning. First pitch he sees is ball one. McLaughlin delivers the 1-0 low for ball two. Great top half of the inning defensively for the Nighthawks after allowing a walk. Matthew Herron strikes out 2 in a row, and Jared Harris throws out Carlos Medina, stealing. Count is 2-1 on Demias Jimerson. Here's the pitch from McLaughlin. That one driven short, infield, and catching it over at second base, making the play, Oscar Sanabria. One away here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Tristan Jamison. Jamison singled back in the first. Was stranded on third. With one away, first pitch to Jamison. Grounder down over to third, scooped up. The throw over to first is in time. There's 2 away. With 2 away, it's Cole Rodriguez headed to the plate. Knocked in Panama Mendez earlier in the game. The designator steps in with 2 away, none on the base paths. First pitch, swung through, grounder right over to shortstop, and down will go the Nighthawks. 1, 2, 3 here in the third inning. We're headed to the fourth where the Blackhawks of Southeastern lead 2-1. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Top of the fourth inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. The Blackhawks of Southeastern making the trip down from Iowa. They lead 2-1 here in the fourth inning. While we have a moment, we'd like to remind you today's game is brought to you by Allen Tillery Auto Group. Allen Tillery Chevy Buick GMC in Hot Springs, supporting Nighthawks baseball this season, alongside Tillery's Towing, proud sponsors of the men in white today. First Security Bank, sponsoring Nighthawk baseball and softball all season long. And last but not least, CHI St. Vincent in Hot Springs, cheering on Nighthawks baseball in 2021. Matthew Herron back on the hill for NPC. As we start the fourth inning here, Nick Banowetz will start at the plate. The first pitch he sees is ball one. Banowetz was batting whenever Medina was thrown out. He'll get a second chance against Herron here. Banowetz walked back in the first inning. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Strike one on Banowetz. One and one to count for Matthew Herron. Pitch is on its way, swung through, strike two. Due up for the Blackhawks here, Banowetz at the plate, of course, Disla and Campbell. Also due up for the boys in red today. Count is 1-2 on Banowetz, the left fielder. Here's the pitch from Heron. Just off the mark, ball 2. Heron looking for his 5th strikeout of today's game. Here's the 2-2. Bounces in the dirt. Count goes full. Be the 5th full count issued today by number 12. Banowetz at the ready. 3-2 the count. No outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Heron delivers, and it's swung through for strike 3. That's number 5 for Matthew Heron today. One away in the 4th inning for Arturo Disla, the designated hitter, grounding out to shortstop back in the 1st inning. First pitch from Heron, just missing the zone for ball 1. The 1-0 for Matthew Heron. That one will catch it. Strike 1. If you're just joining us, you're joining a good one here in the 4th inning from Hot Springs, Arkansas. A couple of solo home runs for Southeastern in the top of the 1st have been the difference so far. Nighthawks battled back with a run of their own in the bottom of the 1st. It's been a stalemate since then. With 1 out, here's the 1-1. That one's fouled back to the screen for Arturo Disla. Disla behind in the count, 1-2. Heron fires and swings through for another strikeout. That's number 6 for the hurler. 2 in a row. Heron has struck out the past 4 batters he's faced. He's in his zone, to say the least. Here comes Shane Campbell. 0 for 1 today, grounded out to shortstop back in the 2nd inning. First pitch from Heron, fouled back for strike 1. Owen won the count on Shane Campbell. Heron delivers, strike 2. And Heron is 1 strike away from striking out the side here in the 4th inning. The 0-2 for Matthew Heron. Just missing the corner. Count is 1-2. The Nighthawk dugout thought he had it. So 1-2 the count on Campbell. Heron winds and fires high for ball 2. Two and two the count on Shane Campbell. 2 away here in the top of the 4th. The 2-2 from Matthew Heron. That one cranked out to left field. It'll get down. And the Blackhawks will have a runner aboard with 2 away. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 7, Juan Martin. Martin walked back in the 2nd inning for the Blackhawks. And with 2 out and 1 on, we'll try to keep it going. Small lead over at first for Campbell, held on by Jesus Minjarez. Here's the pitch from Heron, fouled. Heron's done a good job staying high in the zone, forcing those fouls back to the screen that we've seen many times already this inning. Count is 0-1 on Martin. Here's the pitch. That one grounded out to second base. Mendez bobbles it, turns and throws to first, and Minjarez makes the play to retire the Blackhawks here in the 4th inning. Couple more strikeouts from Matthew Heron. He has 6 today, and the Nighthawks headed to the bottom of the 4th, trailing 2-1. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Bottom of the 4th inning here in Hot Springs. Due up for the Nighthawks, the number 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Jesus Minjarez, Brett Sweatman, and Jack Hackney. I'm Mark Oliver, glad to have you with us on the broadcast this afternoon from beautiful Hot Springs World-Class High School here in Hot Springs. 2-1 ball game. Both teams lit up the scoreboard in the 1st inning. They're looking to do so again. Nighthawks looking to tie it or even take the lead here in the 4th. Jesus Minjarez popped up to first base back in the 1st inning and looking to get the ship started here. First pitch, called strike 1. Nighthawks went down 1-2-3 in the 3rd as Minjarez takes the second pitch he sees for strike 2 looking. McLaughlin winds and delivers, and that one will be ball 1. Nighthawks have 22 home runs this season. They can tie it up with 1 hit. Here's the pitch. Minjarez leans away to even the count at 2-2. McLaughlin gets the sign he wants from Campbell. The 2-2 is low. The count is full. 3 straight balls from McLaughlin as Minjarez fights to be the first Nighthawk base runner here in the 4th inning. The full count delivery, swung through, popped back, foul. Minjarez is going to get a pep talk here from Coach Thompson. So 24 stays alive at the plate. Let's switch over. The 3-2, fouled back. Jesus steps back in at the ready, facing off against McLaughlin. The 3-2 swung through for strike 3. Down goes Minjarez. The 3rd strikeout of the day for Duncan McLaughlin. Now I'll bring up the right fielder, number 16, Brett Sweatman. Sweatman struck out back in the 1st inning. Looking to make good on that here in the 4th. Facing off against McLaughlin, Sweatman steps in. First pitch called strike 1. Jack Hackney in the on-deck circle. Fouled back to the screen. Sweatman down in the count, 0-2. The 0-2, that one cranked out to left field, and that one's going to get off the wall. Going down, Sweatman's going to stand up at first with a 1-out single here in the 4th inning. So tying run is on the board for NPC as shortstop Jack Hackney steps in. Hackney 0 for 1 today, grounded out to 3rd, back in the 2nd inning. Facing off against McLaughlin. Here's the first pitch. Hackney connects that one. Slow roller over to 3rd. The throw to 2nd is in time. The double play ball is not in time as Hackney will be safe at 1st. So lead runner Sweatman is out at 2nd. Tying run is still on the board and a big opportunity for C.J. Price. Price struck out back in the 2nd inning. And with Hackney over at 1st, looking to try to tie this ball game. Third base playing shallow as the throw over to 1st is not in time to retire Hackney. Throw over to 1st again. And it was close. Hackney able to get back just in time. A 3rd throw over to 1st. Hackney goes right back into his lead. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. C.J. Price, first pitch, taken for ball 1. Throw back over to 1st. McLaughlin trying to pick off Hackney. 1-0 the count on C.J. Price. Here's the pitch. It's high. Whatever Jack Hackney is doing over at 1st base seems to be working. He's in the head of McLaughlin. 2-0 the count on Price. 2 away. The pitch. Down low, 3-0. On deck is Jared Harris. The 3-0. Ball 4. So Price heads down the first on 4 straight pitches. Now with 2 out, there's 2 on for Jared Harris. Harris had a double back in the second inning. A 2-out double at that. Tying run is in scoring position for National Park College. Hackney at second, Price at first. Big opportunity for the Nighthawk catcher here. McLaughlin eyeing Hackney. Here's the first pitch. Harris chops it down. It's a shallow one at the pitcher, and no play can be made. The bases are loaded for the top of the order, Panama Mendez. Infield single for Jared Harris. He stands at first. Price at second. Hackney, the tying run, 90 feet away. Panama Mendez, 0 for 1 today. He's got a walk. He has a strikeout. Big opportunity for number 7. McLaughlin fires, and that one's fouled out of play. Owen won the count on Panama Mendez. Two away. McLaughlin, the pitch. That one's cranked out deep with the bases loaded. It's going back. It's out of here. A 2-out grand slam. Panama Mendez all the way back to Panama Street. The Nighthawks take the lead. What a blast by number 7. It's the pitch he's been waiting for all day long. It's 5-2. High fives and handshakes all around for Panama Mendez. He clears them. And the Nighthawks take the lead here in the 4th. Demias Jimerson steps in. He's ready to continue the deluge of runs. Strike 1. Next pitch, ball 1. One and one the count to Demias Jimerson. Takes it inside, ball 2. Here's the 2-1. That one cranked up high, and this one is going to sail out of play. Count even at 2-2. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Panama Mendez, a grand slam to get the Nighthawks back on the board. And Jimerson will go down looking. That'll end the inning, but the damage has been done. Mendez saves the day. And the Nighthawks take a 3-run lead into the 5th inning here in Hot Springs. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at xzerosports.com.
Top of the fifth inning here in Hot Springs. The Nighthawks stand on top after a grand slam home run by Panama Mendez with 2 away in the fourth inning. Blackhawks looking for another one of their own on the board. It'll be the 1, 2, and 3 hitters, Kyle Lehman, Lincoln Riley, and Carlos Mendina here in the fifth inning. Matthew Herron still on the mound for Nighthawk Nation. First pitch on his way to Lehman, swung through for strike 1. After allowing 2 home runs back in the first inning, Herron has calmed down considerably. 6 strikeouts for that young man, as he faces off against Lehman for the 3rd time today. Lehman's ground out twice today, as that one sails in just off the mark, 1-1 the count. So Lehman steps in and will reset here in the fifth inning. The 1-1 for Matthew Herron. A little bit low, ball 2. Two and 1 the count on Lehman. Herron winds and fires. That one catches to the corner for a strike. 2-2 the count. Hackney and Mendez playing back deep in the grass on the middle infield. Medium depth for the corners. 2-2 the count. The pitch from Herron. Strike 3. He got him. First out of the inning. 7 strikeouts today for Matthew Herron. Next up, Lincoln Riley. Riley is 1 for 1 today with a home run. Herron gets the sign he wants from catcher Jared Harris. Bounces it in the dirt for ball 1. Want to know the count on Lincoln Riley. Here's the pitch. High. Count moves to 2-0. Shout-outs to Shelly Rodriguez joining us on the broadcast this afternoon. Hope the weather is well down in New Orleans today. 2-0 the count with 1 away. Got a strike on the corner there. Herron trying to battle back here with 1 away. Count is 2-1 on Lincoln Riley. Herron winds and fires, trying to get him chasing. It's ball 3. Here comes the 3-1 from Matthew Herron, swung through. Full count on Lincoln Riley. Heron looking for strikeout number 2 here in the 5th inning. Winds and fires. That one cracked out to Jamison, who makes a jumping catch over at third base. 2 away. That'll bring up the third hitter for the Blackhawks here in the 5th inning. It's Carlos Medina. Medina walked back in the 3rd, homered in the 1st, was caught stealing to end the 3rd inning. With 2 away, Medina steps in, with the Blackhawks trailing by 3. Time called by Medina down at the plate. We're ready for baseball here. First pitch to Medina. Off the mark for ball 1. Time called out in right field, moving a ball that sailed away into the field. Now it's been removed. We're back ready for baseball here. 1-0 the count on Medina. Two away here in the top of the 5th inning. Heron fires a little bit low. 2-0 on Medina. Here's the pitch from Heron. Swung through, got him chasing. Two and one the count on Carlos Medina. 2 away here in the 5th. Delivers that one in, trying to catch the corner. Nothing going there for Matthew Heron. 3-1 to count. Here's the 3-1 from Heron. Grounder out to Jamison. Scooped up. The throw over to first is in time for Minjarez to make a play. And down go the Blackhawks. 1-2-3 here in the 5th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning with National Park leading 5-2 over the Blackhawks of Southeastern Community College. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Today's ball game is the first of a 4-game series between these two teams. Nighthawks facing the Blackhawks all weekend long here in Hot Springs. Just this one game today, couple games tomorrow, 12 and 2 p.m. They'll conclude the series on Sunday at noon right here in Hot Springs. As we start the bottom of the 5th inning, Tristan Jamison will lead things off for Nighthawk Nation. Jamison singled back in the 1st inning, ground out to 3rd in the 3rd. Faces a 1-1 count from the pitcher, Duncan McLaughlin. That one connected, gets out to center field, up over his head, goes back to the wall. Jamison turns, he's headed for 2nd, and he will stand up safely with a double here in the 5th inning. Leadoff hit for Jamison. That brings up Cole Rodriguez. Rodriguez had an RBI back in the 1st inning. Grounded out to shortstop back in the 3rd. With 1 on and no outs, Rodriguez looks to help extend the Nighthawk lead. Jamison stands on 2nd base. That's his 2nd time reaching base today. Here comes C-Rod. McLaughlin checks the runner, delivers home, swung through, strike 1. 0-1 the count on C-Rod. Jamison a small lead over at 2nd. We've got time called by Rodriguez at the plate. Here's the 0-1 to Rodriguez, strike 2. Jamison with the lead at 2nd. Here's the 0-2. That one cranked up high, and it may stay in play. Campbell makes the play. Rodriguez is retired. That'll bring up Jesus Minjarez for Nighthawk Nation. Minjarez looking for his first hit of the ball game. He's 0 for 2. Struck out back in the 4th inning for the Nighthawks. With 1 away and a runner on 2nd, here comes 24. McLaughlin gets the sign from Campbell. Here's the pitch. Minjarez watches it for ball 1. Minjarez. Runner at 2nd is Tristan Jamison. Here's the pitch, swung through by Minjarez. Thought he was right on the money. Just missed it. Count even 1-1 on Jesus. McLaughlin watching Jamison. Here's the 1-1, and it hits Jesus Minjarez. So 2 Nighthawk runners on with 1 out. That brings up Brett Sweatman. Singled back in the 4th inning. The right fielder steps into the batter's box. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Here's the first pitch. Sweatman swings through. Strike 1. 0-1 the count on Brett. Here's the delivery. That one swung through. Strike two, just missed it. Down in the count with 2 strikes, Brett Sweatman. 1 away, runner on second as Jamison Minjarez on first. McLaughlin, the 0-2 is high. Sweatman battling against McLaughlin here in the 5th inning. One and two the count. The pitch from McLaughlin. Swung through for strike 3. Down goes Sweatman for the second time today. 2 away here in the 5th inning for NPC. Here comes Jack Hackney. Reached on a fielder's choice. Back in the 4th inning. Looking to help extend the Nighthawk lead here with 2 away. Two on, 2 out. First pitch to Hackney. With Minjarez threatening. Campbell fakes the throw down to first. Count is 1-0 on Jack. Here's the 1-0. Hackney takes it for strike 1. One and one to count on Hackney. The pitch. Off the mark, ball 2. Two and one to count on Jack Hackney. Mendina working over at shortstop, you can see in the background. Trying to get the lead runner in Jamison. Count is 2-1. Here's the delivery, swung through. A throw down to second is going to be not in time as Jamison gets back safely. Had a huge lead there. Aggressive base running by the Nighthawks. Count is 2-2, 2 away with Hackney at the plate. Here's the pitch. The count is full. Jamison at second, Minjarez at first. Count is full, 2 away. The pitch to Hackney. Connected, driven deep, going back at the wall. It is out of here! A 3-run home run! Jack Hackney lights up the scoreboard. The Nighthawks have 8. What a hit by 2-5 to clear them all. Nighthawks blowing it open here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Nighthawks, number 3 in the nation in home runs. They've got 2 big ones today. A grand slam by Mendez in the 4th. A 3-run shot by Hackney in the 5th. C.J. Price comes to the plate. walking back in the fourth inning. First pitch swung through, strike one. Both Nighthawk home runs coming with 2 outs in their respective innings. That one connected right up the middle. Mendina will get it over to Simpson, and the side is retired. But the damage done. A 3-run home run by Jack Hackney, scoring Jamison and Minjarez. We go to the 6th, where the Nighthawks enjoy a 6-run lead. National Park Nighthawks baseball is on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Back here in Hot Springs, I'm Mark Oliver, where the Nighthawks enjoy an 8-2 lead over the Blackhawks of Southeastern Community College. A 3-run home run by Jack Hackney extended the NPC lead back in the 5th. And Matthew Herron is back on the mound for the home team. Great day for Matthew Herron so far. After allowing a couple of solo shots back in the 1st, he hasn't allowed another run since. 7 strikeouts also during that time period. And he's in the driver's seat for his 2nd win of the season. Due up for the Blackhawks here in the 6th inning will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Austin Simpson leading things off. Oscar Sanabria and Nick Banowetz due up for the boys in red. Simpson was hit by a pitch back in the 1st. He struck out in the 3rd. And here he stands against Matthew Herron in the 6th inning. First pitch swung through for strike one. Simpson stands back in at the ready. First baseman awaiting the next pitch for Matthew Herron. The windup, the delivery, swung through, got him again, strike 2. So count is 0-2 on Simpson. Herron and the Nighthawks retired the side in order 1-2-3 back in the 5th inning. The 0-2 popped foul, out of play. By my mark, Herron's only allowed 3 hits in today's game, the last one back in the 4th inning. Here's the 0-2. That one chopped foul again as Simpson stays alive at the plate. Middle infield playing back at the grass. Outfield back deep at the warning track. The 0-2 windup and delivery off the mark. Ball 1. One and 2 the count on Austin Simpson. Herron fires. That one cranked down the first baseline and foul. Heron gets the sign from Harris. The 1-2. Strike 3. That's number 8 for Matthew Heron today. That's the first out of the inning here in the 6th. And that'll bring up Oscar Sanabria. Sanabria is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. First pitch from Heron. Strike 1. Oh, 0-1 the count on Sanabria, the second baseman for Southeastern. With 1 away, the 0-1 swung through strike 2. Heron takes his time, looking for the sign he wants from catcher Jared Harris. The 0-2 to Sanabria, high. 1-2. Heron winds and fires, fouled back to the screen. So Sanabria fighting to stay alive at the plate here in the 6th inning. 1 away. The 1-2 from Matthew Heron. Check swing down in the dirt, but this is going to be ball 2. All smiles for Matthew Heron as he chases strikeout number 9 today. Count is 2-2 on Sanabria. Heron delivers, that one cranked foul yet again. Nighthawks with a little bit of activity over in the bullpen. It's been a big day for Matthew Heron. Two and two. Off the mark, and the count is full. Heron has 3 full count strikeouts in today's game. With 1 away here, looking to retire Sanabria for the 3rd time. Dished out into short left field. It's going to be picked up. And the Blackhawks will have a runner in Sanabria, who finally reaches base for the first time today. So with 1 away, there's 1 on, and that's going to bring up Nick Banowetz. Banowetz walked in the 1st, struck out in the 4th. And the Blackhawks looking to try to mount a comeback down by 6. First pitch out of the way for ball 1. Runner on first is Oscar Sanabria for Southeastern. Held on by Jesus Minjarez. 1-0 the count on Banowetz. Heron fires, missing the corner. Ball 2. Count is 2-0 on Nick Banowetz. 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the 6th inning. We've got time called at the plate. Throw over to first. Trying to keep Sanabria honest. It is not in time to retire number 25. So Heron looks for the sign from Coach Jared Harris. Count is 2-0. Here's the pitch. Low for 3-0. Heron looking to battle back here with 1 out. We're going to have a meeting at the mound here. Coach Thompson wants a word with Matthew Heron. Trying to calm his pitcher down here with a 6-run lead. Still a little bit of light activity going in the NPC bullpen at this time. Heron's going to stay in. It's a 3-0 count on Nick Banowetz. Heron back on the rubber here. Runner on first is Oscar Sanabria. The count is 3-0 on Banowetz. Here's the pitch. Down low. Caught him for strike 1. Heron takes his time. The 3-1 on its way high. It's going to be ball 4. So after a strikeout to open the inning, a single and a walk, and we're going to have a pitching change. Matthew Heron's day is done. He'll exit with 8 strikeouts today and a 6-run lead. A great job for number 12. We'll have a pitching change. We're back after this. It's National Park Nighthawk Baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we've created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Back in action here at Hot Springs World Class High School. The new pitcher for the Nighthawks, number 99, Danny O'Donnell. His fourth appearance this season. O'Donnell is 1-0, 11 strikeouts, and a 9.00 ERA. McDonald fires the first pitch he sees against Arturo Disla. Be high for ball one. Heron exits 5 1/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, as that one is driven deep out to the center field wall, and Disla is going to have a 3-run home run to start O'Donnell's day here in the 6th inning. So a big home run there to cut into the deficit. It's going to be 8-5 as the Blackhawks have a 3-run bomb by Disla. It scores Santabria. It scores Banowitz. And with 1 away, we're going to see the catcher, Shane Campbell. Blackhawks not ready to go away quietly in this one. Now with a clean slate, O'Donnell's going to see if he can shut down Shane Campbell here. Campbell's 1 for 2. First pitch high, ball 1. Next pitch from O'Donnell is on its way. Catches the corner, count even 1-1. One and one to count, 1 away, strike 2 for Campbell. One and 2 to count on Campbell. O'Donnell gets the sign he likes, throws that one. It's just a little bit high outside, count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Missing the mark, count is full. More activity starting up in the Nighthawk bullpen here in the 6th inning. Count is full on Campbell. Check swing, strike 3. As O'Donnell will register his first strikeout of the day for the second out of the inning. That brings up Juan Martin. Martin walked back in the 2nd inning, grounded out to second base back in the 4th. With 2 out and none on, first pitch from O'Donnell. Called strike 1. After allowing a 3-run jack, the Nighthawks looking to get out of the 6th inning without any more damage here. A swinging strike 2 quickly for Juan Martin, down in the count. The 0-2 from O'Donnell. Ball 1. Count is 1-2 on Juan Martin. 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. That one cracked out to shallow right field. It gets down. And with 2 outs, the Blackhawks have a base runner. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Kyle Lehman's going to step in. He's 0 for 3 today. Couple of ground outs, a strikeout back in the 5th. The Blackhawks looking to chip away at what is now a 3-run deficit. Runner on first is Martin. Held on by Minjarez. Danny O'Donnell gets the sign from catcher Jared Harris. First pitch. High in the zone, ball one. Next one is on its way. High again, ball two. O'Donnell fires the 2-0 and it's fouled. I believe it's going to catch a Blackhawk over there on deck. 2-1 the count on Kyle Lehman. Next pitch from O'Donnell is off the mark, 3-1. 2 away here in the sixth. Martin the runner on first. O'Donnell looking to close the door on the inning. He'll walk him. Now there's 2 on. And the potential tying run comes to the plate in Lincoln Riley. Riley hit a home run back in the first. Not much since then. Struck out in the second. Popped up to third back in the fifth. Coach Thompson out on the mound here. And that's going to be it for Danny O'Donnell. So we're going back to the bullpen. 2 away in the sixth inning. We'll have your new Nighthawk pitcher coming up next. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball, XZeroSports.com. Back here in the sixth inning, the new Nighthawk pitcher is number 28, Ty Jackson. It'll be Jackson's third appearance of the season. Allowed a couple of hits, a couple of earned runs. There's a 5.4 ERA coming into this battle. And it's a big opportunity for Jackson to close the door on the Blackhawks in the sixth inning. A 3-run home run by Arturo Disla cut the deficit in half on O'Donnell's first pitch after replacing Matthew Herron. O'Donnell was able to strike out Shane Campbell, but then allowing a single and a walk with 2 on. Lincoln Riley coming to the plate. He's already hit 1 out of the park today. The next one would tie the game. So Coach Rich Thompson goes to Ty Jackson, looking for a crucial third out here in the sixth inning. So we're ready for baseball here. Jackson gets a bump of encouragement from Jamison. He's going to have a quick pep talk here from Jared Harris. If you're just joining us, it's been a good game here in Hot Springs so far. Southeastern started with back-to-back jacks with a 2-0 lead. Nighthawks got 1 in the bottom of the frame in the first. A grand slam by Panama Mendez and a 3-run jack by Jack Hackney paced the Nighthawks ahead, but Disla's 3-run shot this inning cut it in half. First pitch from Jackson, strike 1. Owen won the count on Lincoln Riley. 0-1. That one's hit high. That one's going to stay in play. Sailing underneath it. Panama Mendez retires the Blackhawks in the 6th. We're headed to the bottom frame. Nighthawks lead 8-5. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Back in action here in Hot Springs, bottom of the 6th inning where the Nighthawks lead 8-5. Jared Harris at the plate for Nighthawk Nation. He's down in the count 0-2 as we resume play. A new pitcher on the mound for Southeastern is Lucas Bixby, replacing McLaughlin. McLaughlin went 5 innings and allowed 8 runs. The throw down to first is in time as Harris will strike out. And that's going to bring back the top of the lineup for NPC. Panama Mendez checks back in for NPC. What a day he's had. Back in the 4th inning. A grand slam to cut the deficit and take the lead. National Park's held on to it ever since. First pitch, ball 1 on Mendez. 1 away in the 6th inning. Back to the top of the lineup. Demias Jimerson on deck for NPC. Here's the pitch from Bixby. It's fouled back. 1-1 the count on Panama. That one cracked foul down the first base line towards the Nighthawk dugout. Panama's down in the count 1-2. Nighthawks looking for win number 9 in a row here in Hot Springs World Class High School. Looking to stay undefeated at home. Mendez takes that one, evening the count at 2-2. Two and two the count on Panama. 1 away, the pitch. Strike 3. Panama goes down looking. That's the 2nd out of the inning and the 2nd consecutive strikeout for Lucas Bixby. That brings up Demias Jimerson. Jimerson struck out back in the 4th inning. Looking to get the offense started for the home team here in the 6th. Bixby fires. That one chopped by Demias Jimerson. The turn, the throw to first, scooped up in time, and down go the Nighthawks 1-2-3 here in the sixth inning. We're headed to the seventh. National Park with a 3-run lead, 8-5. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Top of the seventh inning here in Hot Springs. Ty Jackson is still on the mound for NPC after getting the Nighthawks through a somewhat scary sixth inning, cutting the deficit in half were the Blackhawks and now trailing just by 3, 8-5, as the Blackhawks take another stab at the plate here. Leading things off will be Carlos Mendina. First pitch he sees from Jackson is ball 1. Next pitch on its way. It's going to be ball 2 on Mendina. Mendina homered back in the first inning for Southeastern. Walked in the third, grounded out in the fifth. Count is 2-0. Now it's 3-0 as Jackson struggling here as we begin the seventh inning. The 3-0. Strike 1. Also due up for the Blackhawks here in the seventh is Austin Simpson and Oscar Sanabria. That one connected. Shallow right field, Panama Mendez is underneath it. That's the first out of the inning. One away, that brings up Austin Simpson. Simpson was hit by a pitch back in the first. He struck out his next 2 times at the plate. Jackson winds and fires in the dirt. Check swing. Yep, got him. Strike 1. Next pitch from Jackson is high. With one away, Jackson delivers. Off the mark again. Down in the dirt. It's going to be 3-1. Couple of 3-1 counts to start the seventh inning for Ty Jackson. It's going to bounce off Harris. That's ball 4. So the Blackhawks get a base runner in Austin Simpson. He trots on down to first base. That brings up Oscar Sanabria. 1 for 3 today. Sanabria singled and scored on that 3-run home run back in the 6th inning. Simpson, a small lead at first. Jackson keeps him honest. First pitch to Santa Bria. That one cranked foul over the press box and out of play. Next one off the mark. Count even at 1-1 on Oscar Santa Bria. With one away, here's the 1-1. Santa Bria watches it down for ball 2. Two and 1 the count on Oscar Santa Bria. The pitch from Jackson. Got him looking for strike 2. Count evened up with one away. Simpson, the runner at first for the Blackhawks. The 2-2 bounces. It's a full count. Three and 2 the count. Jackson fires. That one cranked out into shallow left field. It'll get down for a base hit. And 2 Blackhawks on the base paths here. Tying run comes to the plate. That's Nick Banowetz. Banowetz has a couple of walks in today's game and a strikeout. Runner on second is Simpson. Santa Bria on first. Jackson checks the runner. Simpson at second. First pitch to Banowetz is low for ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled. Chopped down the third base line. That'll even the count at 1-1 with one away. Everybody will reset here in the 7th inning. One and 1 the count on Banowetz. Right in the zone for strike 2. Jackson gets his sign from Harris. The 1-2. Off the mark and we're even. Great job by Harris to keep Simpson honest at second. Harris has already thrown out one runner in today's game. Two and 2 the count on Banowetz. One away, 2 on for Southeastern Community College. The count is full. Back-to-back full counts for Nighthawk hurler Ty Jackson. The 3-2. Chopped to Jamison at third. Throw to second in time and taken out is Mendez. There will be runners on the corners with 2 away. So Santa Bria is the second out as Simpson scoots to third and Banowetz reaches at first on the fielder's choice. Meeting on the mound between the corner infielders, Jamison and Minjarez, and talk things over with Harris and pitcher Ty Jackson. 2 away. Nighthawks finally forcing a ground ball there. So this brings up Arturo Disla. Disla with a 3-run home run his last time up. With runners on the corners, Harris gives the first and third signal. 2 away in the top of the 7th. Jackson shakes off a couple signs. Here's the pitch. Disla swings through for a strike. Simpson, the runner, on third. Banowetz on first. Ty Jackson looking to get out of the 7th inning for NPC. Swung through again. Strike 2. Disla swinging for the fences on those first 2. Down in the count, 0-2. 2 outs here in the 7th. Jackson delivers. That one's cranked out deep. Out to right field. At the wall, Brett Sweatman reels it in for the 3rd out of the inning. The Nighthawks get out of the 7th unscathed. We'll go to the bottom frame. National Park leading 8-5. It's National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Seventh inning stretch here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. The Nighthawks lead the Blackhawks 8-5. Back on the mound for Southeastern is Lucas Bixby. Due up for the Nighthawks here in the 7th inning, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Tristan Jamison, Cole Rodriguez, and Jesus Minjarez. A nail biter of a 6th inning, or a top frame of the 7th inning, excuse me. Ty Jackson able to get out of it. Shutting down Arturo Disla at the plate. So Jamison heads to the plate. He's had a good day so far. He's 2 for 3. Had a single in the 1st, a double in the 5th. Looking for some insurance runs in the 7th inning. Facing off against Bixby. First pitch, strike 1. Second pitch from Bixby's a little bit low. That evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 from Bixby. That one connected. It's going to get down. A single out in the left field for Jamison. He's got 3 hits today. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Cole Rodriguez. Rodriguez has an RBI in today's contest. He popped up to the catcher back in the 5th inning. With no outs, though, looking to turn it on here against the Blackhawks. Runner on first is Jamison. No outs for C-Rod. First pitch, fouled down the third base line. Coach Thompson making a play, overthrows the pitcher. 0-1 the count on C-Rod. Runner on first is Jamison. The 0-1 from Bixby. Check swing down in the dirt. It's going to be ball 1. Count is 1-1 on Rodriguez. Throw back to first. It's going to get Jamison back to the bag. Bixby taking a look over at Jamison. Gets the sign he wants from Campbell. Throw back over. Not in time to get the speedy Tristan Jamison. C-Rod awaits the 1-1. Here's the delivery. Off the mark, ball 2. Jesus Minjarez on deck for the Nighthawks here in the 7th inning. The throw back to first. Jamison scoots back in safely. Jamison a small lead at first base. 2-1 the count on Cole Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. That one connected back, and it's going to go up into left field. Rodriguez is going to get on base. 2 men on, no outs. Here in the 7th inning. Nighthawks looking to extend the lead here. They're going to hope that Jesus Minjarez is the guy to do it. He reached base back in the 5th inning, hit by a pitch. Jamison at second, Rodriguez at first. Bixby gets the sign from his catcher, Shane Campbell. And they'll try to throw Jamison out at second. The throw was not in time. Jamison trying to play mind games over there on the base paths. Minjarez ready, swings through that one. He's going to pop it foul out of play. Here in the 7th, back-to-back singles for NPC, Jamison and Rodriguez, who stand on the base paths. Minjarez looking to make it 3 hits in a row. Count is 0-1. Here's the delivery, chopped foul. So Minjarez down in the count, 0-2. No out, 2 on. Bixby, the pitch. Down in the dirt, ball 1. Both runners are headed, and they'll advance safely. Count is 1-2 on Jesus Minjarez. Couple of insurance runs in scoring position for 24. We'll have a time call at the plate. Coach Thompson tells Minjarez to swing away. The 1-2 swung through. Minjarez will go down as the first out of the inning. He strikes out. With 1 away and 2 on, that brings up Brett Sweatman. Sweatman making a big defensive play back in the 6th, but I believe we're going to have a pitching change coming here. Bixby's day is done. We'll see who the Blackhawks throw out next. We'll take a break. National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Back here at Hot Springs World Class High School, the new pitcher for the Blackhawks, number 41, Trey Ryan. The sophomore out of Champaign, Illinois, takes the bump as the Nighthawks' Brett Sweatman stands at the plate. 1-0 the count on Sweatman, who stands with 1 out and 2 on. Runner on third, Tristan Jamison. Cole Rodriguez over at second. Ryan gets the sign. Here's the delivery. Sweatman takes it for ball 2. On deck is Jack Hackney. Had a 3-run blast the last time up. Sweatman looking to pad the lead for NPC here. The 2-0. Taking high, ball 3. Three and 0 the count on the right fielder. The pitch from Ryan. Taken for strike 1. Three-run lead for the home team here in the 7th inning. Only 1 out. Runners on second and third. Count is 3-1 on Brett Sweatman. The pitch. fouled. Back to the screen. The count is full. Full count on Sweatman. The delivery popped up. Headed out towards shallow right center field. The catch is made, and Jamison will hold at third. Good decision by Tristan Jamison. Well, Jack Hackney's been here before. 2 outs, 2 on, back in the 5th inning. He decided to send it yard. He steps in against Trey Ryan in the same situation. First pitch to Hackney. Watches it for strike 1. Two out in the 7th. Ryan gets his sign from catcher Shane Campbell. The 0-1. Driven out. A line drive to shortstop. Mendina ends the Nighthawk threat. 2 men left on for the Nighthawks. We go to the 8th. The Blackhawks trying to cut into a 3-run deficit. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com. We go to the top of the 8th inning here at Hot Springs World Class High School. I'm Mark Oliver. What a game it's been in this one. It's been a battle of home runs in this one. National Park hanging on 8-5, with the Blackhawks down to their final 6 outs of today's contest. One streak is going to come to an end in this one. Either it's going to be the 8-game winning streak for the Nighthawks, an undefeated home record, or it's going to be the undefeated season of Southeastern Community College. Nighthawks with the advantage, and they've got Kenley Anderson on the mound. You see him warming up here with Jared Harris. They call him Wild Thing, and Anderson sure is a sight to watch, has one of the coolest deliveries you will see. 5th appearance for Kenley Anderson this season. He's got 1 save. He's looking for save number 2. I'd like to thank everybody for staying with us on the broadcast this afternoon. It's been a good one. Back and forth battle. Blackhawks trying to chip away. The Nighthawks led by as many as 6 in this one. It was 8-2. Anderson finishing up his warm-ups here, the throw down to second. We're going to be ready for baseball here in the 8th inning. Once again, today's game, just a solo game today. It's the first of a 4-game series between the Nighthawks and Blackhawks. They've got a doubleheader tomorrow. And the finale, Game 4, on Sunday right here at Hot Springs World Class High School. We will not be on the air with Nighthawks baseball tomorrow. Instead, we'll be featuring the Nighthawks softball conference home opener, a doubleheader tomorrow with Nighthawk softball. So we're ready for baseball here in the 8th inning. Shane Campbell, the catcher. First pitch he sees, ball 1. Do it for the Blackhawks will be Campbell, and then third baseman Juan Martin, and then the top of the order with Kyle Lehman. The 1-0. In the zone for Kenley Anderson, it's 1-1. Campbell stands at the ready. The 1-1 from Anderson, off the mark, 2-1. Anderson winds and delivers. He's off the mark again. It's 3-1. The 3-1, that one connected foul. That'll make the count full. The 3-2 from Kenley Anderson. Got him. Strike three looking. A big start to the 8th inning for Nighthawk Nation as Campbell goes down. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Juan Martin. Martin has reached base twice today, walked in the 2nd, singled in the 6th inning. Anderson ready to go. First pitch, ball 1. That one fouled away, ball 1, or strike 1, excuse me. Count is 1-1. 1 away here in the 8th inning. Anderson fires. That one is connected, foul, out of play. One and 2. Anderson fires just off the mark. Count evens at 2 apiece. The 2-2, that one connected off the glove of Anderson. Martin is going to make it down to first base safely. Anderson trying to shake it off over on the mound. The Blackhawks have a base runner here in the 8th frame. Top of the lineup coming up, Kyle Lehman. 0 for 3 today, has a walk. Runner on first, Juan Martin. First pitch from Anderson, strike 1. Lehman stands at the ready. The 0-1 from Anderson is low. Count even, 1-1, 1 away. Runner on first, Juan Martin. Here's the pitch. Got him on the corner, strike 2. Great placement by Kenley Anderson there. The 1-2. Outside, ball 2. As Anderson tried to get Lehman chasing. Two and 2 the count on Lehman. Here's the pitch. Fouled, out of play. Lehman battling at the plate against Kenley Anderson here in the 8th inning. The pitch, connected. Ground ball At second, the throw to first, not in time. Martin will be out at second. Nighthawks have yet to turn a double play in today's game. They've had a couple of opportunities. With 2 away, Lehman will be on first. On the fielder's choice. That brings up Lincoln Riley. Riley homered back in the first inning and has yet to touch base since then. He struck out in the second, popped up a couple of times in the fifth and the sixth. With 2 out, he steps in. Lanes in, almost got hit there. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch from Anderson, just missing the zone. It's ball 2. Two out in the top of the 8th. On first, Kyle Lehman for the Blackhawks. Anderson fires. Strike 1. Anderson gets the sign he wants, the 2-1. Strike 2. And the Nighthawks are 1 strike away of getting out of the 8th. Anderson just missed. The count is full. A suspenseful 8th inning stays alive. Full count on Lincoln Riley. The pitch, swung through, strike 3. The Nighthawks get out of the 8th inning, their 11th overall strikeout today. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Nighthawks leading by 3. It's National Park Nighthawk Baseball on XZeroSports.com. Bottom of the 8th inning here in Hot Springs. I'm Mark Oliver. I'd like to thank you for staying with us on the broadcast this afternoon as we hit the 3-hour mark in this contest. It's been a good one. New pitcher for the Blackhawks as we enter the bottom of the 8th inning. It's number 22, Nick Coble. Coble's a freshman pitcher from Crawfordsville, Iowa. The lefty will face off against the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for NPC this frame. That's CJ Price, Jared Harris, and Panama Mendez. CJ Price walked back in the 4th inning. It's the only time he's touched the bases today. He's looking to get it started for Nighthawk Nation in the 8th. Coble gets the sign he wants from Campbell. First pitch is high. Coble's second pitch. That one is popped up. It's sky high, and it's going to stay. It'll sail just out of play for Shane Campbell. So CJ Price will stay alive with a 1-1 count. No outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Off the mark, ball 2. The 2-1 from Coble. Check swing. It's going to be strike 2. Price trying to stay alive as the leadoff hitter here in the 8th. Here's the 2-2. Down in the dirt. Full count. Full count, Coble versus Price. He'll take it in the dirt for ball 4. The leadoff Nighthawk batter is on base here in the 8th inning. Here comes the catcher, Jared Harris. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. 2 for 3 today. Couple hits, had a strikeout back in the 6th. Runner on first is Price. No outs here in the 8th. Harris checks in. The pitch from Coble. That'll be ball 1. The throw over to first. Price will be back safely. One to know the count on NPC's Jared Harris. Another throw back over to first. Price is back. Here's the 1-0. Down in the dirt, ball 2. Price will stay put at first base. Count is 2-0. Nick Coble gets the sign from his catcher, Shane Campbell, but he'll throw back over. Has his eye on C.J. Price. Here's the 2-0. Connected. That one's going to sail, and that one is going to get down on the first base line. Price, round second, headed to third base, and there's going to be a play. He's going to be tagged out. Price a little bit slow to get up. He'll be the first out for National Park College here. Harris safely on first with a little bloop single down the line. Top of the lineup coming up here for NPC. Panama Mendez. Couple of scores, got a walk, had that grand slam back in the 4th inning. Mendez steps in with 1 away and 1 on. Coble checks the runner, throws over. Keeping a close eye on Jared Harris. Here's the pitch. Mendez swings through for a strike. Owen won the count on Panama. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt, ball 1. Staying put at first is Harris. 1 away, count is 1-1. Mendez gets the sign from Coach Thompson down the third base line, steps in. The pitch from Coble, that one is fouled back to the screen. Count is 1-2. Here's the pitch, swung through, and Mendez has fouled it. That's going to be it. Mendez is going to be out. So Mendez goes down with a strikeout, and here comes Demias Jimerson with 2 away. We'll have a pitching change out on the mound. We'll take a break. New pitcher coming up for the Blackhawks. We'll tell you who it is next. National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your...
New pitcher for the Blackhawks is Casey Perinaud, who wears number 30 for Southeastern. Demias Jimerson checks in with 2 outs here in the 8th. First pitch he'll see will be ball 1. Nighthawks hanging on to a 3-run lead. Runner on first is Jared Harris. Here's the next pitch, Jimerson. Good eye as he goes to 2-0. On deck for the Nighthawks, Tristan Jamison. As Jimerson looks to keep the inning alive. Here's the 2-0. Strike 1. Two and 1 the count, 2 away. Perinaud delivers. That one connected past third base. Price headed over to second. Jimerson's going to be at first. The inning stays alive for Tristan Jamison. Jamison has 3 hits in today's contest. His last time up in the 7th had a single, advanced all the way over to third. Let's see what Jamison can do here. With 2 outs, the Nighthawks have been great today. On second is Harris. On first is Jimerson. Jamison steps in against Casey Perinaud. Here's the pitch. Jamison takes it, ball 1. Jamison at the ready. Here's the 1-0. Popped that one. Foul. Out of play. Count even at 1-1. Jimerson, the runner, at first. Jared Harris at second. 2 away for Tristan Jamison. It'll take time. Step back in here. Perrin now checks the runner. Here's the 1-1, fouled. Count is 1-2. Nighthawks look to keep this 8th inning going. Looking for some insurance runs to pad the lead. Jamison ready to continue the battle here. The 1-2. That one popped up into shallow left field, sailing underneath it and making the catcher. The Blackhawks will go to the top of the 9th inning. Do or die time for Southeastern Community College. Their undefeated season at risk. We're back after this. National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we've created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Well, the Nighthawks are 3 outs away from their 9th consecutive win. Started the season 0-4. They played against the #1 team in the country, LSU Eunice, to begin the season. Had a tough road trip to start the season against some really good competition in Louisiana. They came home and they haven't lost since. Kenley Anderson looks to shut the door on the Blackhawks. Here on a cloudy Friday in Hot Springs, the Nighthawks with a 3-run lead. Let's see if it's enough. Do it for the Blackhawks. Here in the 9th, Carlos Mendina, Austin Simpson, and Oscar Sanabria. First pitch from Anderson to Mendina, fouled back to the screen, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Anderson shakes off the first sign, second one on his way. That one's connected, but foul, out of play. Down in the count, 0-2 is Mendina. You probably can't hear him on the broadcast, but the Nighthawk dugout is loud. Cheering on Anderson, trying to pump up this team defensively. Here's the 0-2. Off the mark, trying to get him to chase, nothing going. 1-2 on Mendina. Next pitch from Anderson. Off the mark, 2-2. Mendina not chasing anything. The 2-2 from Kenley. Swung through, strike 3. That'll bring up Austin Simpson. Simpson has a couple of strikeouts. He was hit by a pitch. He walked back in the 7th. With one away, he'll step in on the left-hand side. First pitch from Anderson, taken for strike 1. Kenley takes a little time, finds the right call. Here's the 0-1, swung through and fouled, strike 2. Anderson in the zone here in the 9th inning, one away. Shakes off the first sign from Harris. He has his pitch, the 0-2. Just off the mark, ball 1. One and 2 on Simpson. There's the pitch, grounded, down the first baseline, foul, as Minjarez will get it back to Anderson and will reset. One and 2 the count on Austin Simpson. The windup, the delivery, that one is popped up high. That one going to deep left field, and that one is going to get out of here. Austin Simpson puts one on the board with one away. A solo home run for the Blackhawks. And that's going to cut it to a 2-run game. First hit of the ball game for Austin Simpson. It's a big one. And that brings up Oscar Sanabria. Sanabria has back-to-back hits after striking out twice to begin the game. Anderson fires. That one is connected. That one's going to get down into left field. So back-to-back hits for the Blackhawks. The tying run is coming to the plate. Nick Banowetz. Or excuse me, we're going to have a pinch hitter coming in. This is number 46, Sam Monroe. One away, one on. Monroe represents the tying run, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound here. I think Coach Thompson just wants to talk things over with Kenley, make sure he's okay out there. A 3-run home run back in the 6th inning from Southeastern. It was 8-2 back then it turned to 8-5. And since then, the Blackhawks have pressured every inning. A solo run from Austin Simpson has the game within 2 here. Needless to say, they're not going away quietly in this one. Sam Monroe at the plate. The pinch hitter in for Nick Banowetz. Runner on first is Sanabria. One away. Anderson. That one drilled, and that one's going to get down into right center field. Sanabria headed over for third. He's going to hold up at the corner. Runners on the corners. 3 consecutive hits for the Blackhawks. It brings up Arturo Disla. A pinch runner is going to come in for Monroe. That runner is number 17, Patrick McGinn. McGinn on first. Sanabria on third. and Arturo Disla at the plate. We mentioned that 3-run home run. It was Disla's. With one away, Anderson will face the designated hitter, Disla. First pitch, off the mark, ball 1. Anderson started the inning with a strikeout on Mendina. Then he allowed a home run and back-to-back singles. Looking to stop the bleeding here. Next pitch, trying to get Disla chasing, can't get him. It's 2-0. Runners on the corners, one away. Anderson, the 2-0, catches the corner. Two and one the count on Disla. Anderson fires and misses. 3-1. With one out and runners on the corners. Anderson, that one fouled. It's a full count on Arturo Disla. What a battle. Anderson looking to win this fight here, full count. Here's the pitch, fouled. We'll reset with Disla versus Anderson. Three and two. Connected. Picked up by Jamison. Throw to second. Throw to first. Not in time. One run will score. Santa Bria plates. Disla is safe at first. McGinn is out at second. It's 8-7. Two away in what's turned into a nail-biter here so far. A pinch hitter coming in for the Blackhawks is number 18, Jack Hoffel. The sophomore from Oregon, Wisconsin. Will bat from the left-hand side. Runner on first for the Blackhawks. Two out. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Owen won the count on Hoffel. Connects, foul down the first base line. And a sigh of relief for Jesus Minjarez, who couldn't make a play. The Blackhawks are down to their final strike. Anderson at the ready. The pitch connected, and it's going to get down out in right field. Sweatman's going to reel it in. Runners on first and second. The inning stays alive. Runners at first and second. Juan Martin due up for the Blackhawks. Anderson looking to shut the door. Martin has singled in consecutive at-bats. First pitch, swung through, strike one. 0-1 the count. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Anderson gets his sign. That one swung through, strike two. The Nighthawks are 1 strike away. Oh, and 2 the count on Martin. 2 away. Anderson fires, swung through, strike three. This game is over. The Nighthawks win 8-7, 9 in a row for Nighthawk Nation, and they stay undefeated here at Hot Springs World Class High School. What a game! The first loss of the season for the Blackhawks of Southeastern. What a game. We'll be back after this to catch our breath and wrap things up here from Hot Springs. This is National Park Nighthawks baseball on XZeroSports.com.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Success comes with many challenges. At National Park College, we created programs that provide the tools to meet those challenges. Experience a university atmosphere at half the cost. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero Heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero Hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Final score here in Hot Springs, 8-7. National Park College defeats the preseason number 10 ranked Southeastern Community College Blackhawks. 9 in a row for Nighthawk Nation and their 9th straight win at home here at Hot Springs World Class High School. It's just the tip of the iceberg between these two teams. There's 3 more games on tap for this weekend. A doubleheader right here at Hot Springs World Class High School tomorrow at 12, and the second game immediately following the first game. They'll also close the series on Sunday right here at Hot Springs World Class High School. We will not be on the broadcast for baseball tomorrow. Unfortunately, we will be covering the Nighthawks softball conference home opener, a doubleheader for Nighthawks softball tomorrow. But if you're in the area, come check out these two teams. If it's any indication from this first game, it's going to be a great series all weekend long. Difference in this one, Jack Hackney's 3-run home run for Nighthawk Nation back in the 5th inning. Also, want to shout out to Panama Mendez, a grand slam back in the 4th, but that 3-run home run from Hackney makes the difference. Your winning pitcher today, Matthew Heron of the Nighthawks, went 5 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, and just allowing 4 hits and 2 earned runs. Allowed 2 home runs back in the first, really slowed things down, calmed down, and helped pace the Nighthawks to victory. It was not an easy victory. Kenley Anderson picks up the save, closing the door in a dramatic 9th inning, but sometimes the dramatic wins are the best wins. Want to give a special thank you to our sponsors for today's game, Allen Tillery Auto Group, Allen Tillery Chevy Buick GMC in Hot Springs. Also, Tillery's Towing celebrating a Nighthawk win today. First Security Bank sponsors Nighthawk Athletics all season long. And a special thank you to CHI St. Vincent in Hot Springs for sponsoring Nighthawk baseball this season. I'm Mark Oliver. It was a beautiful day for baseball here in Hot Springs. Want to give a special hello to my lovely wife, the beautiful Mrs. Hannah Oliver, and my 2 wonderful children, Michael and River Oliver, celebrating a Nighthawk win today. And a special guest, Benjamin Oliver. He's joined me in the press box all day long. My 6-year-old baseball fan. Ben, how's it going, buddy? Did you enjoy today's game?
Good.
Good. Ben is sitting here. He was on the edge of his seat all throughout, and he happened to record Panama Mendez's grand slam on his phone, which is also really awesome. Ben, anything you'd like to say to all the Nighthawk and Blackhawk fans out there today?
I like cats.
Ben likes cats. He absolutely likes cats. Wonderful 6-year-old little boy, first grader over at Mountain Pine Elementary School, loves Titanic, Minecraft, and cats, right? You want to say hi to Mom?
Hi, Mama.
Benjamin Oliver joining us in the booth. Thanks, Ben. XZero Sports is the next generation of Arkansas sports and your home for Nighthawk athletics this season. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/XZero Sports. Subscribe to us on YouTube and ring that bell to be notified the next time we go live. And follow our journey online at XZeroSports.com. Final score here at Hot Springs World Class High School. It was the Nighthawks, 9 in a row. They defeat the Blackhawks of Southeastern Community College 8-7. We'll be back on the air tomorrow for a Nighthawk softball doubleheader. Don't want to miss that one as we leave you from the field today. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. This one's for the Nighthawks. Ben, say goodbye.
Bye-bye,
Thanks.
Mama.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.